Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to this week's edition of the Detox Divas. I'm super excited that you are here. My name is Tina Hewerman. I am a coach and mentor to people that either want better financial outcomes for their family or better health solutions. I specialize in root cause healing, and I love me a good detox. So tonight on the Detox Divas, I have pre-recorded some of these video segments that are going to walk you through how to use this liver cleanse kit. So what is a liver cleanse? So the liver cleanse is a 3-day reset that completely detoxifies your body. It's going to help with digestion. It's going to help with your sugar cravings. It's going to give you mental clarity, alertness, energy. I'm telling you that the feedback that I get on this when I walk people through one of these in our detox communities is basically the energy that they feel the most right after. And actually, it helps you crave good foods. So welcome to tonight's segment of the Detox Divas 3-day liver cleanse walkthrough. I'm super excited because this is our first detox that we have done with Zalara. So I'm glad that you're a part of it. You're one of the founding detoxers for Zalara. So thank you for being here tonight. Before we go any further, I do want to say that I am not a doctor. I'm just a research freak, and anything I say tonight is not treated as medical advice. We're not here to treat, diagnose, cure, prevent anything. But what I do want to make sure that you understand is that any new health protocol, whether it's jogging, changing your diet, taking supplements, all of that really, I'm required to say, should be talked to with your primary care physician. And so now that the housekeeping is done, let's get on with it. So the liver cleanse is, I call it foundational for any health journey, because one of the things I love to say is you can't paint the Mona Lisa on tree bark, right? And so we want to make sure that our inside is all cleaned out and ready to go before we start a health protocol, because you're going to get much better results when your detox pathways are open. That is the primary thing that you have to focus on. We are bombarded with chemicals that are sprayed on our crops, from the skies. So we've also got our personal care products, and our personal care products, our cleaning products. There are so many things where chemicals come into our life that we do not want in our body. Our body is not designed to be filled with inorganic substances. So with that, we have our liver cleanse, and we do this a couple times a year. It's a guided 3-day cleanse. Some people have to go a little bit longer because they really struggle with their detox pathways, and your personal person, whoever introduced you to this detox, is going to help you with those questions. And of course, I'll be around in the groups under my backup account because I'm still in Facebook jail. So this 3-day liver cleanse is very gentle, but it's extremely effective. And so I want you to go into this knowing that you're going to come out on the other side of it feeling so amazing. Now, there may be a day or two where you're not feeling your optimal best, but it's not something that's really going to keep you in the bathroom the whole time. Slight headache, maybe some lethargy, some joint pain may even show up during this as it's detoxing at the cellular level. Day 2 is typically very emotional for me. I get kind of caught up in the liver releasing those stored emotions, the traumas and things that I've been through in my life. So this is a focused reset that restores the balance to the body's most important filtration organ, which is your liver. And I just did a huge series this past week on my personal profile about the connection with the gallbladder and the liver, because one of the questions I get all the time is, well, what if I don't have a gallbladder? Well, you don't have a gallbladder because your liver was messed up to begin with and it wasn't functioning properly. So it was dumping this thick sludge into your gallbladder that had a hard time releasing it. And then crystallines were formed. And then that's how you start getting those gallstones. Okay. So we want to make sure that what's dumping into the gallbladder, if you still have one, is pure fluid, bile that flows freely. We don't want it to be gunked up, and that's what this is going to help do. So I'm going to be showing you in the next video segments on how to do that and how these products are incorporated into our 3-day cleanse. So what are the benefits to this? Well, you can guarantee that you are going to feel amazing. And if you don't, there is a 60-day money-back guarantee. So there's really not a lot to worry about. It supports healthy liver and bile flow, promotes gentle toxin removal. Now, when I say gentle, like I said, this is not going to keep you in the bathroom. It's not going to make you feel super gross. There are certain groups of people that may struggle to detox a little bit, that may have the MTHFR gene because their detox pathways just do not function the way the rest of us do. It's going to enhance your hydration. Well, yeah, you should be drinking half your weight in water no matter what. But with the vitality is really going to help focus on making sure that the liver is functioning correctly with the fluid intake, but also it's going to be passing through your kidneys and detoxing your kidneys also. So I will say that you will urinate more than you typically do. Aids in digestion and nutrient absorption. With the way that our soil is now, the minerals are completely depleted. So the soil that we are growing our food in does not have the same nutritional value that it has had in the past. It's going to reduce your bloating and your fatigue. Those chemicals that are trapped in your body going through the circulatory system, in the organs, in the brain, in the heart, in the lungs, in every single tissue. This is going to detox at the cellular level. And once you start removing those toxins, you're going to feel less bloated. You're going to have more energy because that weight of those toxins is being removed. And then it's going to strengthen your detox pathways. The better your detox pathways work, the better you're going to feel. So what is included in this pack? So your morning, you're going to drink your 1 cup of your Vitality, okay? And in that, you can add your liver support and you can add your fulvic acid minerals to that, okay? And then you're going to, this says apply HepaDetox in the morning. You can do it morning and before you go to bed, which is fine. And this is your daily gentle support. This is nothing that's going to make you have huge detox symptoms. But it's a great entry point for someone that has never detoxed before. Like I said, this is a very gentle detox, even for someone that has not detoxed before. So I'm going to go into what we will be doing in the community. This is the advanced version, but I would start out with the advanced version, and if you have any detox symptoms, then back off to the beginner friendly. That would be my suggestion and what I coach my clients for. So the goal is deep detoxification, a complete bile flow reset, and a cellular regeneration for full liver renewal. Okay, we've got the herbs and plant medicine in these bottles that is going to help make that happen for you. So your routine is to drink 8 cups of Vitality, which is why I make a gallon of this at a time. I actually drink a half a gallon of this a day at least. I love this so much. It's so refreshing. It's just such a beautiful blend and beautiful tea. So you're going to drink 8 cups of the Vitality plus 8 additional cups of water. Now, if you're somebody that struggles to get water down, when you take your supplements, there's 8 ounces right there. Have a glass when you first get up. Have a glass with your supplements. Have a glass before breakfast. Have a glass after breakfast. Have a glass mid-morning. Have a glass before lunch. You get it, right? And so have a glass after lunch, mid-afternoon. If you're feeling tired or you're wanting some snacks and you're like wanting to drink or eat something that's probably not good for you, have an 8-ounce glass of water. Add some fresh fruit to it to make it taste better. Frozen fruit's great in the summer because then it's the ice cubes too that infuses into the water. So this is going to go 3 to 7 days. The liver support you're going to take 3 times daily. Take that first thing in the morning when you first wake up. Take it right before lunch and then right before dinner, 3 times a day. Okay. Fulvic acid is going to be taken once daily. Please do not take this more than once a day because I don't want you to have bad detox symptoms. But this here is my number one, 0.5, 2.5, second place, first place. I don't know. It's going back and forth with the Cocoa Blue. But you don't want to take this more than once a day. And this you can add with this into the Vitality first thing in the morning. And that is going to help restore those trace minerals that your body is missing or will be lacking when it's detoxing, okay? The good thing about fulvic acid is, unlike zeolite, which is complete trash, zeolite does not discriminate against the minerals and things that it takes out of your body. It completely strips your body of that. Fulvic is only going to take out the bad stuff, okay? So if you're taking zeolite, stop, because it's garbage. And then we're going to be applying the HEPA Detox over the liver 1 to 2 times daily. I suggest doing this. Have everything on your counter ready to go first thing in the morning. This is what you're going to do. You're going to do that lemon shot. You're going to add these to it if you want, and then apply this over the liver, massage that in really good. Kind of best to do it probably like right after you get out of the shower so your skin pores are open, and then apply it again right before bed. Black seed oil is something that you're going to want to take every day. This is on sale through the end of the month. Buy one, get one free. And this here is just a dropper under the tongue. It tastes like a mildly peppered, pure olive oil. Okay. So this is going to help the immune balance. It's also going to help detox. It's got some gut restorative properties. I went over the call last week on the Detox Divas on how amazing this oil is. So if you've not watched that, you can feel free to ask whoever shared this with you for the black seed oil replay. But that is one of the more powerful. I would say that's number 3 in my favorite lineups from Zalara. So this concentrated 3 to 7 day protocol, you can do 3 days, 7 days. If someone's really struggling, I kind of cut their servings in half. So a half a dropper of this once a day, a half a dropper of this 3 times a day, and then continue this twice a day. Keep up the water, keep up the vitality. But 3 to 7 days, this is going to help you maximize that bile flow. It's going to have your mineral replacement. This has herbs in it that help the liver restore itself, or have been shown to help the liver restore itself. And it's going to help regenerate, improve digestion, energy, and resilience for the whole body. And liver love essentials, leafy greens. Eat chlorophyll-rich greens to help your body, aid in your gentle detox. Lemon water, like we talked about. Beets are great. I love my Beetroot Max superfood powder. I take that too, especially after a workout. And sunlight and movement. You're going to want to be outside. You're going to want to be loving on that energy. And what a great time to do a liver cleanse when the weather is so beautiful. If it is hot, even better, because that is going to help you break a sweat. And that is part of your detox pathway. When you're sweating, you're detoxing. And so don't be afraid to break a sweat. Let's see. Anything else? So I'm going to go now into each individual product and kind of tell you a little bit more about it. So one of the first things you are going to want to do the night before the liver cleanse starts is you're going to want to get your vitality made. So if you're going to make the sun tea like I like to make, you're going to want to start that first thing in the morning. Here's what you do. I add filtered water from my fridge. You can use filtered, distilled. Just make sure it's not tap water because that has a lot of chemicals in it, okay? I'm going to fill this up twice. I'm not going to make you wait for the second fill. But what I'm going to do then is I'm going to add a heaping tablespoon of Vitality to the water. Let's get that in there. There we go. And then once I put another one of these pitchers in, I'm gonna put the cap on and I'm gonna go sit it out in the hot sun all day long. And then at the end of the day, I'm gonna bring it in. I'm gonna use my fine mesh strainer and put this into a gallon pitcher. Now I know the directions say to use it to make 4 cups a day. Well, I drink about a half a gallon of this a day. So I'm constantly making it, I'm constantly drinking it, and that just making it by the gallon saves a lot of steps in my time, in my day, and so it makes it so much easier for me just to have that on hand. Now, if you don't have a sunny day or you don't have a gallon pitcher that you can pick up really at Goodwill, I'm sure there's plenty of them in there, you can make it in a saucepan on your stove. So you would just add this part here, the amount of water does not really matter, okay? You're just gonna add some water and bring that to a slow boil and then take it off of the heat and then add your heaping tablespoon of the Vitality to the water. Cover it and let it steep for 12 hours. So the first one we're going to talk about is going to be the liver support tincture. This is something I take daily. So this here, I'm going to go ahead and read from the product information page, but the liver supports almost, like I said, almost every other organ within the body. A healthy liver is a key element to a healthy life. And there used to be a quote on the website that said, "Is life worth living? Well, it depends on the liver." And if, like, the information that I have gathered this week from my own personal network and the health issues that have come post gallbladder removal, I am even more adamant that absolutely everyone needs to be doing a liver cleanse every day, and at least maybe taking this on a daily basis, okay? So one of the other ways we're gonna support our body during the liver cleanse is to do a lemon olive oil shot first thing in the morning. Now you don't have to do the lemon and olive oil shot because the liver support is going to be your primary thing that you're going to take during the liver cleanse. But the olive oil lemon shot first thing in the morning is what's going to push that liver to do its job efficiently. And it's going to push that bile out into the gallbladder. So we're going to take a tablespoon of olive oil, put that in a glass. And then we're going to take the juice of half a lime and put that in the glass. Ooh, got a lot of pulp out on that one. I like to add a dropper of cayenne pepper for circulation. Cayenne pepper is so amazing for so many different things. I once saw a reel by Dr. Barbara O'Neill who had a gentleman that was presenting with a heart attack that was in her audience. And when she noticed what was going on, she immediately had her staff go and grab her cayenne pepper, and she gave him quite a bit under the tongue. And within minutes, the bluing color around his mouth, the coloration in his skin, and everything else came back. Of course, he sought medical treatment after that, but she literally saved his life with cayenne pepper. So we're gonna mix that up. And people are like, well, that doesn't look like it tastes too good. Well, it doesn't. Just pretend you're, going to your first frat party, okay? Not bad. Sour, a little spicy, good to go. My liver is now flushing. Hi, welcome back. So one of the things that I love to do, it's not on the instructions this time, but we used to do foot soaks with our liver cleanse, and I highly suggest you continue to do that. I also love to take a bath. Taking a bath is complete therapy for me. So here is what I do when I'm taking a detox bath for the liver cleanse. I'm gonna add about a cup, if I can get it in there, of baking soda. And I'm going to add a cup of the magnesium flakes. To that, I'm going to add 30 drops of HEPA Detox essential oil. We talked about this earlier. This is one that you rub over your liver. There are also, like I said, reflex points on the bottom of your feet. It's right at the top of the arch. I believe it's the right foot. But you can Google that foot reflexology chart and it'll show you where the liver is. And so you're going to add about 30 drops of this. You don't want to add this directly to the water or it's just going to sit on top, and we definitely don't want that. So you'll put that in, mix it all up, and then run your bath water and put this in there. Now, I also love to add about a teaspoon of fulvic acid mineral powder to my bath. Because that's going to help nourish the skin, replenish the minerals. It's also going to detox the skin. And when you look at that foot reflexology chart, you're going to see all of the different organs under there on the bottom of your feet. And so the fulvic is going to provide mineral supplementation to all of those organs. So that is what you're going to do for the bath. If you're doing a foot soak, you're going to do this exact same recipe, but just cut the magnesium flakes and the baking soda in half, and then 10 to 20 drops of the HEPA Detox oil. So one of the last tips I'm going to give you for tonight is a castor oil pack. And a castor oil pack is absolutely amazing if you've never done one before. So you're going to take your castor oil and you're going to pour it on your castor oil pad. You can get these from Amazon. I made the mistake with my first batch and I bought the castor oil pack kit that had buttons, and it was a pain in the butt to get those to go through the buttonholes. This has Velcro, so much easier to use. And so you got your castor oil on there. You want to get it good and soaked. Doesn't have to be a big area because your liver's not that big, right? And so you're going to add your HEPA Detox essential oil directly to that. I'm almost out. Oh goodness, I better get some ordered. There we go. About 5 drops. I put way too many. And then you will apply this, the oil stained spot, you're going to apply that over the liver, and you can add a heating pad. Now that castor oil is going to drive that deeper into the tissue, and it's going to help support the liver right there even more. So that would be one of my other tips in addition. So that is what I have for you tonight for this week's edition of the Detox Divas. Thank you so much for being a part of this community. I cannot tell you what it means to me to have you show up each week. And if you're new here, thank you so much for spending your evening with me and with us. We welcome you to the cleanse. We welcome you to Zalara, and cannot wait to hear your testimony. Please make sure that you're sharing your daily progress in the detox group and that you do not give up. You guys, I promise you, after 3 days, you're gonna say, why was I so afraid of this? And you're gonna want to do it again as soon as you can. So anyway, thank you again for being here tonight. I truly appreciate you.